here, still at Warped Tour with Memphis Mayfire. So I'll have him introduce himself and we'll get started.
Hey, what's up? I'm Maddie and I sing for the band.
Thank you so much. What has been the most memorable moment on the Warped Tour for you this summer?
I guess it's all so phenomenal. It's hard to pick one moment, and everybody always asks that question. But I really like, going to the barbecue at night is really cool. They have barbecues a lot of nights, and just being able to hang out with like the fellow bands and everything is awesome. But I think most memorable is one of the first nights when I went to the barbecue and I met Kevin Lyman, who runs like all of Warped Tour, and I met him and he was so down to earth, and he was like just really a chill dude, and he was there to work just as hard as everyone else, and I thought that was so phenomenal. It's the 18th year he's been doing it, and he travels on a bus just like everybody else, and I thought it was really cool, so he's a phenomenal dude.
Who have you enjoyed watching on the Warped Tour this summer?
My buddies in Sleeping with Sirens always put on a great show. I love Every Time I Die. They're phenomenal to watch. Yellow Card Set is really fun to watch too. I don't want to leave anybody out. Everyone's live shows are great this year. Miss May I, some buddies of ours for sure, they're great. They do like a big circle pit thing that goes all the way around the soundboard. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, just everyone. As much as I can watch, I will every day because everyone's phenomenal.
Well then, what's been the best thing about Warped Tour for you this year?
Well, it's my first time on Warped ever, so it's just been incredible to kind of experience it all and become like a family with all the bands that are here, and made so many good like relationships with so many amazing people. And so yeah, I guess that's it. Just like building relationships is the best part for sure.
That's true, and I'm sure you get a lot of ideas for who. Oh, I wouldn't mind touring with them in the future.
Sure.
You know who you can get along with.
Yeah.
So
we don't really have much say over like who we tour with or when we tour or where we tour, but
one of these days it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, we let our booking agent handle it just because we know that he knows best and he's awesome. But I think there's definitely a lot of bands here that have a lot of potential to tour with us.
One thing that could be done to make Warped Tour better, in your opinion?
Indoors.
Yeah.
No, I really don't know. It's so well organized. Food that they give us is like unbelievably good. I don't know. I mean, everything is great, and the heat is really the only thing people complain about, but you can't control that. So it is what it is, and we love it.
Well, give me one word to describe Warped Tour.
Hot. No. Yeah, I think I want to say family. Because it's insane, like, since the first day, there's never any awkwardness, there's never, like, any, like, initial, like, getting to know everybody or anything. It's like everyone just came together as a family right away and, like, became best friends, and it's really cool just to watch that happen. It's kind of different on club tours, so, yeah, family.
And then, what about one word to describe Memphis Mayfire?
Devoted, for sure. I mean, we've been doing it a long time, and it feels good to be where we are now, for sure, but it took a lot to get here, so we are definitely a devoted band.
Good. With the Olympics that just started last night, if you could pick one sport in the Summer Olympics to compete in, what would you love to compete in?
Summer Olympics?
Yeah.
I don't really know what goes down in the Summer Olympics. I really enjoy like extreme sports. I think that's cool. I don't watch like football or baseball or anything like that. But yeah, like BMX and like skateboarding and like snowboarding is awesome too. I love watching the winter Olympics and stuff for sure.
Yeah, a lot more.
But yeah, I mean, if they're doing like skateboarding and like BMX and stuff like that, I'll definitely watch it. I would love to. I'd love to be able to do some of that stuff. It's insane, just like the freedom of like feeling like a bird for 10 seconds while you're floating there. I think that's cool. Motocross for sure is awesome.
Yeah. Very cool. My favorite part, the mystery question section. There is like a bunch of little pieces of paper. If you pick two, there are like numbers on all of them.
Okay.
And whatever question you come up with.
One.
There's one. What band? Oh, and I've wanted to ask this all day, but the first person to pull one. What band is the most lovable band on Warped Tour this summer?
Oh my gosh, that is definitely a hard question. I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't want to say. I mean, everybody's so awesome. Like most lovable, like music and live show wise, or just like as people.
Whatever's easier for you to come up with. Either way.
Pierce the Veil. They are some of the best dudes, and I mean, one of the biggest bands on Warped, drawing like huge crowds. No egos at all, just like great people, like Vic and like Mikey and Jaime, and just like amazing dudes, and like so hospitable. Yeah, amazing people. Pierceville for sure.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Yep, I agree with you. And then one more.
I'll put this one back. There you go. 10.
10. What band is the smelliest band for the song?
Jeez. 4 Years Strong is some pretty big dudes, but they're like well groomed, so I think so. I don't know. I try not to get too close for comfort. Smelliest dudes. I don't know. You know, Skinny Lister looks like they just don't want to care. Like they're just like, you know, men.
Right.
They're just like, you know, drinking music, and they probably smell pretty bad, but they're awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
They're awesome.
Plans after Warped Tour's over.
Right after Warped, we're going to South America. And then right after South America, we're going to Europe with Of Mice and Men. And then right after that, we come back and we do a full U.S. tour that I can't talk about yet. But it's huge, and you guys are going to be stoked, for sure.
Well, do you think it'll bring you back to Florida?
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome.
It's all A markets, so it's be huge.
Lastly, and most importantly, what message do you have for the Memphis Vampire fans?
I love you guys. I think you guys know I love you. But yeah, please go pick up Challenger if you haven't already. For those of you that have, thank you so much for the support. And we'll see you on tour, because we're always on tour.